So, you want to grow apples in Nigeria? Seriously? Now, I know what you're thinking. Apples? In Nigeria? Isn't that like trying to find a good jollof rice recipe in Antarctica? It sounds a bit wild, a bit out there. People will tell you it's too hot. They'll say apples need cold winters, like the ones you see in movies where everyone is wearing scarves. But let me tell you something. Rules are often just suggestions that haven't met a determined Nigerian yet. The world is changing and agriculture is changing right along with it, bringing new possibilities. Nigeria imports a lot of apples. Millions of dollars worth of apples every single year. Imagine if even a small piece of that market could be captured by local farmers. It's not just about growing a fruit. It's about growing an industry, creating jobs, and keeping that money right here at home. This is an opportunity knocking very loudly. Scientists have been working hard, developing new varieties of apples that are more tolerant to warmer climates. These aren't your great-grandmother's apple trees from the English countryside. These are modern marvels, designed for new frontiers. So, yes, seriously, apples in Nigeria, let's get into it. Ka-ching! The apple money tree is real. Let's talk about money. Because let's be honest, while the joy of farming is great, the joy of making good money from farming is even greater. Apple farming in Nigeria isn't just a passion project, it's a potential goldmine. The demand for apples is consistently high. Go to any supermarket, any local market, and you'll see apples. And most of them, if not all, have traveled thousands of miles to get there, adding to their cost. By growing apples locally, Nigerian farmers can offer fresher produce at potentially competitive prices, while still making a very healthy profit. You cut out the middlemen, the shipping costs, the import duties. Suddenly, that apple isn't just a fruit, it's a symbol of economic empowerment. The profitability isn't just a dream, it's backed by simple economics. High demand plus limited local supply equals a fantastic opportunity. You're not just selling a fruit, you're selling health, you're selling convenience, you're selling a taste of something good. So when we say the apple money tree is real, we mean it. Not all apples are created equal. Picking your champion. Alright, so you're excited, you're seeing Naira signs shaped like apples. But hold on a second, cowboy. You can't just grab any apple seed from the supermarket fruit and expect it to thrive in Nigeria. Choosing the right apple variety is absolutely crucial. You need varieties that are suited to warmer climates, often called low-chill varieties. Researchers and agricultural experts have identified several varieties that have shown promise in tropical or subtropical regions. Names like Anna, Dorset Golden, and Ein Shamer might not be as famous as Granny Smith yet, but in places like Nigeria, they are the true superstars. Doing your homework here is key. Talk to agricultural extension officers, research online, and connect with anyone who might have experience. Some might be better for eating fresh, while others might be excellent for processing into juice or cider. Think about your target market. Pick your champion wisely, because this decision will lay the foundation for your entire apple farming success. Operation Get Your Boots Muddy, the good kind of muddy. Once you've chosen your champion apple varieties, it's time to get down to business. And by business, I mean getting your hands and probably your boots a little bit dirty. Land preparation is the next big step. You can't just stick a tree in the ground and hope for the best. Your apple trees need a welcoming home, a place where their roots can spread out and gather all the nutrients they need to grow strong and produce bountiful fruit. First things first, you need to select a good site. Apple trees generally prefer well-drained soil. They don't like their feet to be wet all the time, kind of like how I feel about wearing soggy socks. The soil pH should ideally be slightly acidic to neutral, somewhere between 6 and 7. You can get your soil tested to know exactly what you're working with. This test will tell you if you need to make any adjustments, like adding lime to reduce acidity or organic matter to improve soil structure and fertility. Next comes the actual tilling and preparation. Clear the land of any weeds, rocks, or debris. You want a clean slate. This initial phase is hard work, no doubt about it. But getting the land preparation and planting right is like building a strong foundation for a house. Section 5, Nigerian Weather versus the mighty apple. Who wins? Now let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the sun in the sky. Nigeria is known for its sunshine, its warmth, and its distinct rainy and dry seasons. How does this fit with apple trees, which many people associate with cooler, more temperate climates? This is where those special low-chill apple varieties we talked about earlier really shine. They are specifically bred or selected to produce fruit without requiring a long period of cold winter temperatures. While these varieties are more tolerant, it doesn't mean you can ignore the climate completely. Water management is key. During the dry season, your apple trees will need regular irrigation, especially when they are young and establishing their root systems, and later when they are developing fruit. Drip irrigation is often recommended as it's efficient, delivering water directly to the roots and minimizing wastage. Sunlight is abundant in Nigeria, and apples generally love sunshine. However, intense, direct afternoon sun in very hot periods could potentially cause sunburn on the fruit or stress the trees, especially young ones. Understanding your local microclimate is also important. With the right strategies, the mighty apple can definitely win, and so can you. Section 6. Show me the Naira, costs, profits, and big dreams. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty costs and potential profits. Starting an apple farm requires an initial investment. Initial costs include land, saplings, and irrigation. Good quality saplings are worth the investment. Apple trees start bearing fruit in 2 to 4 years. Significant financial returns are achievable with careful planning. Section 7. Meet the apple trailblazers. They did it, so can you. Sometimes, seeing is believing. Hearing about others who have walked the path and found success can be incredibly motivating. It's like when you see someone from your neighborhood make it big, it makes you think, hey, maybe I can do that too. While large-scale commercial apple farming is still relatively new in Nigeria, there are pioneering individuals and groups who have taken the plunge and are starting to reap the rewards. Their stories are the sparks that can ignite your own ambition and show you that this is not just a theoretical exercise. Imagine a farmer, let's call him Mr. Adebayo, from somewhere in Plateau State, a region known for its more temperate climate. He heard about these low-chill apple varieties. People were skeptical. His neighbors were growing the usual crops. But Mr. Adebayo did his research, invested in a few dozen Anna and Dorset golden saplings, and meticulously cared for them. Fast forward a few years, and his small orchard is producing beautiful, crisp apples. He sells them at the local market for a premium price because they are fresh and locally grown. The key takeaway is that ordinary people with determination and access to the right information and resources are making apple farming work in unexpected places. Section 8. The grind before the shine. Why sticking with it matters. Let's be real for a moment. While the idea of harvesting baskets full of cash crop apples is fantastic, getting there isn't always a walk in the park. Or, if it is a walk in the park, it's one of those parks with lots of hills and the occasional unexpected rain shower. Farming, any kind of farming, requires patience, dedication, and a whole lot of persistence. Apple farming is no different. There will be challenges. There might be pests you didn't anticipate, or a dry spell that's longer than you expected, or a tree that just doesn't want to cooperate. This is where your commitment comes in. It's easy to be enthusiastic when everything is going perfectly, but true success is often built on how you handle the tough times. It's about not giving up when the first problem arises. It's about learning from setbacks, adjusting your strategies, and keeping your eyes on that long-term goal. Remember, those apple trees take a few years to start producing fruit. Those initial years are all about investment. Your time, your effort, your resources, without immediate payback. Your dedication is the secret ingredient that ensures your apple trees not only survive, but thrive, bringing you the sweet taste of success you're working towards. Section 9. Go on, take a bite, your apple future starts now. So, there you have it. We've talked about the surprising potential of apple farming in Nigeria. We've looked at how it can be a serious moneymaker, a way to turn sunshine and soil into sustainable income. We've discussed picking the right apple varieties, those hardy champions that can handle the Nigerian climate. We've covered the groundwork, literally, from preparing your land to planting your saplings with care. We've even acknowledged that yes, it takes work, it takes dedication, but the rewards can be truly amazing. The question now isn't whether apple farming in Nigeria is possible. The pioneers are already proving it is. The question isn't whether it can be profitable. The market demand and the economics speak for themselves. The only real question left is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let this opportunity pass you by like another bus in Lagos traffic? Or are you going to grab it with both hands and say, this is my time? Go on, take a bite out of this opportunity. Your apple future, full of promise and prosperity, starts now.